o'clock.
Unmute you. Put your video on. Okay, Alice, you're ready to roll.
Wow, it's a Thursday. Guys, just think about that. Tomorrow's a Friday. I'm so excited. The weekend will be cool, nice fall weather. And, you know, I have to do more yard work.
It's supposed to be 80 degrees.
Supposed to be 80 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's nice too, you know. That's the last warm-up days before the winter comes, you know. In Cleveland, we do have lots of snow. So that being said, 70, 80 is always good for us. Hey, by the way, last couple of days, I really enjoy your guys' help us to engage with the utility program, return on investment yesterday. And I really, I tell you the truth, even I am impressed by Leslie's, I should say app or the TCP calculation, because what I really impressed about that is it collects the latest information from each area from this country, with not just for the utility program, also including what we call the rate for the kilowatt, right? And all the way to connect to TCP products. So if you get on that little tool and you can really engage with the people, say, oh, by the way, I can save you $150. Oh, I can help you to save $1,500. You know what I mean? That's why the conversation started. That's how people get fully excited and engaged. I think products is giving, has to be good, like what we do here. We put solid, good performing products with a good pricing. That's a giving. Okay, that's just the beginning. Okay, the ending is through an education process, go through like exchange the information, understand how people's going to benefit that. Now that process sometimes is long, sometimes is tedious. But with a little tool like that, would really make our life a little bit easy for you, for us. So I really encourage all of you guys, get on. Now, Leslie, that one, all they have to do is log on tcpi.com. Am I right?
For the ROI calculator?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Log on to tcpi.com, scroll down just a scooch, and you'll see those little button icons. The ROI calculator is the first button icon on the page.
Right. Okay, right? So this is very simple. Are they also able to access it through the phone?
You can get to it from your phone, just going to tcpi.com on
Right.
your mobile device.
Right, exactly, same way, right? Just click, just in case you're at a customer side, you want to engage with a conversation over there, right? Okay, the reason I thought it's so cool is that's directly related to the subject we're going to talk about today. Now, we talked about this subject before, we're kind of repeating it. There's a reason for repeating this. Because as you know, okay, every day we do the retrofits, we do the office, we do the schools, this and that. But you know, the end of the day, why do we do this? Savings. We do two things. We want to give people a better light source. However, before that, step number one is the savings. The savings means in any places, any buildings, any entities, if you look at the operating costs, who has the highest operating costs, that entity should fully engage, because whatever we talked about yesterday will give those guys, those companies, or those buildings with the highest operating costs related to the electricity with the best benefit. That's why we get excited about today's subject. So, Leslie, let me give you a quiz.
Uh-oh.
Based on what we know right now, what kind of entities out there has the highest utility costs for the operation monthly?
Well, I know that assisted living facilities have a huge operating cost when it comes to lighting, at over 60% of their overall funding is based on lighting.
60%.
In fact,
right? Can we have a chart to see that?
Oh, yes, we do. Let me go.
Okay. Okay, let's see that. Jerry? Yeah. Okay, join me here. We are going to have. Okay.
Oops,
right.
Too fast.
It's a 43.
Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
I just saw.
I went too fast.
Okay. Go slow.
43% is lighting. Oops, I thought it was 60. It's
right. It's a 40. That's still big.
That's huge.
And that's almost to 50% of all your costs.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's in lighting. Obviously, there's a reason for it. Okay. Okay, let me,
Yeah.
Jerry, why the assisted living or elder facility has a such high 43% of cost on it?
Well,
Can you explain that?
One, because the lights are probably running 24/7 in there, minus the rooms when they have a little bit of control.
Okay, that's number one reason.
Yeah.
That's a very good reason. Okay.
Yeah, and then also they have some old stuff in there. They have they need to replace their lighting.
Yes or no? Okay,
they
I
leave
do
the-
not agree. Your first one,
A lot of times they leave the lights going 24/7
yes, he just mentioned that.
And
What's
they
the
don't-
second reason?
because they don't want people to fall down. They
Okay.
also need people to be monitoring all the time.
Sure, agree. But
So
that's the
there's always
second
people-
reason is my personal reason. Okay,
Uh-oh.
that's why I
Okay.
didn't tell those guys what that reason is. There is a misperception because in those places, based on Leslie said, people worry about people going to fall or they're going to seeing things. So they assume they should have more lights over there so elder people able to see it. So if I say, if you compare with a hallway in assisted living and a hallway in a regular company like a TCP, you will find out there's more lights in the assisted living than the TCP hallway. Why? Because they purposely try to force more lights out.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, makes sense.
Because they're just simply afraid. They say, oh, maybe they cannot see, maybe they're going to fall, so give them more lights. This is a very old concept. Because of that, you end up at a 43% of the operation cost. That's high. Come on, guys. It doesn't matter how you look at it.
Oh yeah, just
Right.
a lot of opportunity there to save some money.
Right. That's really high, guys. So what we try to do today is you already know the return on investment. If I have a choice today, if I have to do one thing and able to focus on the one segment of the market, I tell you, the assisted living and the elder facility is my number one. Why? Because I get the best return on investment. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
Right? If I have to do one, I have a choices. Either do TCP's offices or do a school project, or nearby we have this the place called Anna Maria, right? Anna Maria's assisted living order. If I have to do one, I will do the Anna Maria assisted living.
Yeah, it's probably the easiest sell, right?
Yeah, why? Because give me the best return on investment. I bet you 100% with all those places, you will get the return within 1 year.
Oh yeah.
Guarantee you. Okay? Even as short as 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, just imagine that 6, 7 months, all of a sudden, you're able to, by the savings, okay? You're able to reduce the 43% of the operating cost down to 10 to 15%. That's huge, guys. That's huge. This is every month expenses.
Yeah.
Okay? So, that being said, how many are there out there? Because I saw every day I'm walking, I'm going home, I drive, I saw just people keep building the assisted livings out there. I'm not kidding here, okay? I think our road outside, okay? I just saw like 2, maybe 3 huge, gigantic assisted living over there. Am I
There's
right?
2 and they're building a 3rd.
Like, they're building a 3rd right now.
Yeah, right down the road. Keep expanding.
Okay. Sorry, young kids, you have more old people than your young people, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you walk people
Alright, so
through that? I mean,
let's-
that's a pretty cool, exciting number out
Yeah,
there.
so let's take a look at some stats. We have 28,900, so about 29,000 assisted living communities in the United States. And then of those, there's almost 1 million licensed beds. So to me, that means if you have a single bed in a room, there's probably about 1 million rooms. Because not everybody lives with a roommate, right? In those assisted living areas.
Right.
And then this last one is just breaking that up a little bit more. So you can kind of look at this as a per job type of opportunity. There's about 33 beds on average between living facilities. So
Right.
and you can see the breakout there in
Sure.
percentages.
Sure. Sure, you can see, I see almost a 50% or 46% is a small rooms,
Right.
which has a 4 to 10 beds in it,
Yeah,
right?
so 4 to
That's
10
what small
rooms.
right?
But the big ones, I mean, that 8% is pretty big still. And the
Sure.
big ones is 100 plus beds. That's
That's a lot of
beds.
people.
That's a
lot
lot
of
of
people,
people over there. That's a really
That's
lots of
probably like the
people
one
over
that's coming in down the street,
there. Right.
you know.
Right, that's a really lots of people. So you can see the size of that is pretty big. I tell you,
Yeah.
you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars all together, combined together out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're retrofitting one of those big ones, you're talking, let's say there's like 4 panels in a room. That's 400 panels. That's a big sale for someone.
400 panels.
Yeah, and just that one job.
One job. 400 panels for one job. That's why we're saying
Yeah.
this transfer business is gigantic.
Right.
Doesn't matter how you look at it, just simply gigantic out there,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So 400, you can imagine, okay? So let me, if you guys remember, okay? If you guys remember what we did yesterday, okay? Let's say 400, right? Okay?
You're gonna make me use my calculator?
Okay, ladies, let's go through that. Well, I want you guys to fresh your memory a little bit, okay? 400, we used to have on the transfer, we used to have 4 of the 30 watt, end up for 120 watt, right?
Yeah.
Now you replace under 46 watt, okay? You end up at 4 and 7, right? You have a 70 watt savings over there.
Whew, that's
Okay,
a lot of
remember that?
savings.
70 watt
Per
savings over there. 70 watt savings per unit,
Per unit. Okay.
right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, because we're doing tubes, right?
Well, this is 4 tubes
Yeah.
fluorescent to replace by your 46 watt panels.
There we go. That makes sense now. There we
That
go.
save you 74, okay? Now, in Ohio, right, guys, Ohio is 10 cents per kilowatt, 11 cents per kilowatt, am I right?
Yes.
Yes, so for the 11 cents per kilowatt, okay? So that means,
$8 per panel.
what do you mean $8 per panel?
Because I multiplied your 74,
Yeah, what's the savings on it, man?
$8.
$8 per savings per panel per watt. You see, you jump
Yeah.
too much. You jump too much. You
Okay.
jump too much, okay?
Let's go.
This is called
let's show 'em that.
11 cents. 11 cents basically end up at using the A7, okay, using the A760 times 1.1.
8760.
Yeah, times 1.1 because 11 cents instead of 10 cents
0.11.
times increase 10%.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that's 9636.
Okay, that means each watt you save 96 watt, 36. Okay, that means 9636 per watt times 74 watt.
71.
70 watt. You save 71 watt. Of $71, guys. This is huge savings. The $71 is your operating cost. You save 71 per panel. Okay, that's how big it is. Now you say you have a 400 of that. You're using 400 times 71.
That's 28,500. That's a big number there.
Yeah,
That's a new car. That's almost Paul's Tesla. Getting closer.
that's what I'm saying. Guys, that's what I'm saying. Can you guys imagine for Anna Maria here, all of a sudden, okay, we're going to drop the operating costs on yearly at 28,500 on the utility bill. That's what I'm saying, guys. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable amount the savings we're talking about here. Okay? So now understand the savings. We understand why we go nuts on the assisted living. Okay? Now let's talk about what kind of applications within a very common assisted living buildings. Okay? So Leslie, would you pull out a chart?
For us to walk through the assisted living.
Right. Let's walk you through. Okay, so Jerry,
There you go. How
let's
would
say you
like to
walk through it. You're going to visit your grandparents now. Okay, when you enter into it, right?
Yeah, first that's that lobby room. You're gonna
It's
have
a lobby room.
some people at the front
So,
desk.
so what kind of lights people using in the lobby room?
Probably gonna have some commercial downlights in that lobby
Commercial
room.
downlights, DL. Okay, CDL, commercial downlights. That's what we have today. If you guys see, we have the full line. Just work very, very fresh with you guys. We have, let's go through one more time with everybody.
Okay.
4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, 10 inches, and 12 inches.
Probably not going to use this 12 in there.
I don't think so. I think the biggest will go with maybe something around 8.
Yeah, probably the 8, maybe
Okay,
6.
so we have all those things available right now. We have each of them has 3 different wattage and 3 different colors. I think with the TCP today's commercial downlights, we're able to taking care every single host in that area. Because when you walk in, you have to using different size of the can lights. You have the lower seating, but walking, they have those sitting areas, right, hall room, and you have high ceilings. High ceilings, you're using bigger commercial downlight. Low seating using smaller downlights.
Right.
Also, you can using that for the reception area.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can using that what I call nursing stations. You can use all those over there.
Yeah, because in the nursing station, they care about what they're writing on, what
Correct.
they're looking at, so they get that
Correct.
really good.
We believe we can taking care all of those. So that's number 1. Number 2, let me ask you this, okay? After you pass the hallway sitting area, obviously there are rooms on the both sides. You have a hallway right now. What's above your hallway?
Those are going to be your panels.
Panels.
All the way down.
Our DT program.
Yeah.
Right? Again, as you guys know, we went through DT program many times. Right? We make able to take a different size, different look, different shape, different part of everything. Right?
Yeah.
So that's what doing this is want to make sure, make sure they're able to fit every single square or rectangular holes over there with every single different type of the colors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's that 18 to 65K flexibility that we've
You
got.
see, all the possibility over there, we're able to do that.
Right.
Right? So that's we call the hallway, right?
Yep.
And then let's come back to the what we call recreation area.
Okay.
Okay? They play cards.
Yeah.
Right?
You could have a whole bunch of different.
And sometimes, because my mom was in the assisted living for 3 months for the rehab, okay? They using, actually believe it or not, they using the dining room as a multi-function. In the dining room, they play cards. At the meantime, they have a lunch and a dinner over there.
Right.
Okay? They're using for both.
Yeah, they might have a combination of things.
Right. So what I say is rec room, rec or dining room. Okay? What's in those areas?
You're probably going to see some panels. But you might also see some like a chandelier that
Correct.
they dim down all the panel. Like you're going to have layered lighting in that room.
Correct. You have a different. I would say you have you will see 3 types of the lighting in the room.
Yeah.
Commonly panels. Go back again.
Yeah.
Then you will see some we call drop ceiling lights coming down.
Right.
Okay, which we're using TCP's light bulb side, and you also may have some wall sconces over there.
Yeah, the wall sconces.
Okay, which we're able to retrofit with all TCP LED tubes over there.
Right.
Okay, that we're taking care of that area of the lighting. The next one, okay? Believe it or not, okay, they all have a pretty decent room with a very, I would say, not that aggressive, but all necessity exercise equipment because they want to keep people moving. Okay, those assisting livings, sometimes they have a therapy over there. They want you to get on the treadmill, move around a bit here and there. Yeah. So in those areas, we'll go back to the panels again. Most likely, they're using the 5,000K, even 6,500K panels over there.
Right, because they want to feel energized.
So it's not that complicated. When you try to retrofit the entire assisted living over there, okay? Obviously, then you keep going on the number 5, okay? It's their room.
Yep.
What's in that room?
The room you're probably gonna have, like, depending on the room size, 2 to 4 panels, maybe a downlight towards a corner. There's also a bathroom in the room. You're gonna have a panel in there as well.
Right.
So.
Okay. So basically, those in the rooms you do have the downlight. Now those are the smaller downlights. Okay, but you still have the downlight. Okay, and beyond downlight, I would say if I remember, my mom's room was they have the lights on the above the bed.
Right.
They also have those lights on the wall.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how do you call that?
From
So
Like,
I
it's
mean-
like a reading light.
Yeah,
it's almost like the wall sconce.
Yeah. So
yeah,
like
it's
a
like a, but
19 or
not
something.
single, like a strip.
Oh,
they
okay.
put a
So
strip
they
over
probably
there.
had a T82
Right,
recessed into a fixture,
Recessed
or
into the-
maybe even as simple as a GP strip or something.
correct.
I remember that.
Actually, they using 2 for the DP strip, both for the above their bed, also in the bathroom.
Yeah, I know the one that my grandma was in had a wrap light in that facility. They had
Okay.
just your wrap.
Right. Okay, it's very, very simple. Okay,
Simple
so
one.
you're talking about either that, or you have a GP, or you have the RAM. Okay, and those available products also is available here too.
The neat
Now-
thing about those products, Alice, is the fact that you can have either an LED T8 ready version or
Sure.
an LED integrated version
Correct.
of the GP or the wrap.
Right, and we have all those products available too. Okay, now don't forget. Okay, number 6 is don't forget. They also have the area. I don't know if you're on your chart or not. They also have the rooms. They prepare the food. They don't cook the food,
Yeah,
but they
kitchen.
prepare it all pre-made. It's a kitchen, just prepare the food.
You know
Right.
what else they had in the one that my grandma was at? They had activities rooms,
Yeah.
and then they had the physical therapy room.
Right, that's what we're talking about. Right,
Okay.
we're talking about exercise room.
Yep.
Okay, we use DT over there. The rec room we're talking about here.
Yep.
Okay, we talking about the bedroom and the bathroom over there. That is we call the, I would say the back function. Prepare food, this and that. What I call the back function over there.
You could call it the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then they also had a hair salon.
Oh, that's a little bit different, right? That would be cool.
That's
But our
awesome.
hair salon also basically taking care either downlights or the panels. We're taking care of those. Okay, so you can see it's in general. You can see those things. It just
You know what else they had?
yeah,
An outdoor courtyard.
yes. Now we're talking about
Sweet.
outdoor right now.
Mhm.
Outdoor also always being lit at the night. Okay, I think Jerry, your new wall pack
Oh yeah.
is a perfect one for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, and also we have a nice front light with that combination. I think we were taking care of all the outdoor stuff too. So that basically give you a flavor. It's not that complicated. Okay, we can do the whole what we call retrofit deal.
Yeah, the one-
Instead of just doing all the panels to this and no, we're able to retrofit the entire system living over there.
Yeah, one-stop shop here.
Right, one-stop shop right here. Okay, so you want to show people something.
I do. I don't know when we want to get to it. That's more I was thinking about for this rec area.
Okay, record is right here. So you want to show people the IGBWW.
Sure. I want to show them. It's kind of fun.
Right.
Who says they can't have fun, right?
Right. So
So why is that a fun I mean, that's just a panel, Jared. How is that fun?
right, okay, let me hold that one for you.
Okay.
So you can show people how fun the panel is, okay?
Sure. So we have a remote for this panel, and you're able to control right now CCT levels. So right now you're seeing 3,500. I can go all the way up to 5,000. So say right now you want a warmer color. Let's go up to the 5,000 for say you want to be able to see a little better. Bring it up. You can bring it back down again. And then here's the fun part, because we think that anybody can have fun. You want to go ahead?
Right,
You want to turn around or?
sure. And then, they have to have some fun.
Right.
They have some events. They can put on some music, right?
And
And then on the weekends, and you can put a couple of those
Yeah.
panels in the rec room.
And maybe that one's a
That
little
would be
bit
fun.
too extreme, but
That's
there's
a
also
little
a
aggressive.
Slow.
Yeah, there's a smooth option here. We can smoothly do it.
Right.
And then I always thought it was kind of cool. What if we had like a game night and it was every other panel was one of these? Well, you can just hold red and it's like a checkerboard above your head or something.
Okay, exactly.
That'd be
Kind
fun.
of fun. So-
Okay, so that's we talk about applications of the products. So that being said, I want to focus back something else here. Okay, I think full one-stop replacement. Now we're talking about the rooms, the fixtures, what we have, how we match it. Just like yesterday, Leslie, maybe we should put something else over there saying, hey, just like what you do on the return on investment, right? You connect the TCP products in a room or in a hallway. Which one do you pick? So they can literally do something like when you want to retrofit the entire assisted livings, they can click, 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 click. What's there? Click this. What's there? Click that. Do you follow what I'm saying here?
Yes.
Okay. Can really do an overall approach of existing rooms Yes, I know it costs money, but this is a service. But do you feel that way? I mean,
Yeah,
it's a service
that's
we're
fine.
providing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Would be
It's
cool.
that would be really cool, and we'll put that in place. Okay. Now, this is how I feel. I think assisted living is such a unique place. Unique place about two things. Number one, because elder people don't move that much, so they don't go out that often. Right? So I think it would be such a wonderful idea to bring the sunlight inside for them.
Right.
That's number one. Okay. Number two, okay, is they don't see well. Okay. When they don't see well, there's two ways to handle this. Number one is force more lights on it. Okay. For instance, we want to put 6,000 lumens panels just shining down.
That just might make it worse, though. I mean,
Yeah, but that's by perception. You see,
Yeah.
people out there thinking, I'm just using a TCP 4146, okay? Maybe even 5,000 at the stuff just forced down to it. So they assume people can see it. Right? I think this is two major stuff. I mean, I will consider in the assisted living. Those are two major, what I call the quality of the lights able to bring into the assisted living area to really make people, elder people feel much better over there. Not just the savings. Savings giving. Okay? So that's why today we want to push extremely hard on the sadistic technology into the assisted living area. Okay? The third thing is this, okay, is we want to make sure the elder people, not just they can see, they feel good. Okay? Because let's face it, sometimes they have some difficult to sleep, this and that. I think, as we mentioned about early, in our biological things in our body, this circadian rhythm play a major factor in how we behave on a daily basis. And I believe the circadian rhythm even played a more things in the elders people.
Yeah. Especially when it starts to get to that evening time where there's what is it? It's called night downers, right? Where you start to feel uncomfortable as it gets darker outside. These lights, that's what we're really looking for is to through this.
That's why we are really want to push the sadistic into the elders. Out into assisted living. Okay. Now I just want to do one more time, guys. I just want to stick that message into your head. Okay. Because everybody talking about high CI, right? Oh, somebody said I have a CI 95, but the sadistic is different. Sadistic is to push the blue down. Now, in order to get rid of the blue peak, you have to have a CI 97 high. So it's a different. People say, oh, I have a CI 95. Yes, you have CI 95, but you still have the blue peak. So you have the blue peak, guys, okay? So that being said, let's do one more measure so everybody understand here, okay? Above me, just like every assisted living today, all the assisted living today out there, okay? They have the same panels as what we have here, as in your office. Let's do the measurement here, okay?
Ready? I'm going to take the measurement. There, that third line down, you'll see CRI is at 83 for the panels above us. Just a standard panel. Let me go to the right. There's that big blue peak that Ellis is talking about.
This is what called quality of the light, okay? This peak, seriously, not just to drive the young kids crazy, drive the older folks crazy too. The blue peak, to be scientifically being defined. That's why today we're pushing this sadistic technology.
Right, so I'm going to do the same thing for that table lamp right there. I think you're a little too close. There we go. So CRI is at 98, and like for reference, the sun is at 100. So we're really trying to bring the sun indoors. We'll go ahead and go to the swipe it over. That blue peak is now under control, and we have a balanced spectrum here.
Correct. That's why it's so important, guys. We believe it's so important for the assisted living over there, and everybody just enjoy the life over there. So we accomplished three things, which is this sadistic technology. Number one, this is balanced sunlight. So under that light, you have people enjoy the same, your body enjoy exactly same impact as you sit outside under the sun.
Right.
That's number one. Okay?
Yep.
Number two, it's not how you force the light on people, it's how you see it.
Yeah.
Okay? You read something, you see something, and look at it, Jerry. Okay, let's assume I'm your grandfather. Okay?
Okay.
You come to see me. I want to look at your face, look at your nice shirt. That's what I want to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay? I don't want to see the huge lights shining on you.
Right.
Okay, you see what I mean? I want to see you look gray. I mean, your face gray. Your color of the shirt is gray. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
That's what the stylistic come to play. Because remember, when you push the blue down, you balance out the light. Everything he is wearing, his face, just look colorful, vivid.
Yeah. Yeah, Solistic's definitely a quality over quantity type of a
Right.
product. You
So
don't need those high
instead of
luminance.
pushing the lights down, we actually reduce the light level.
Yeah. So you don't need it.
You don't need it. Exactly. Let's say a panel, 46-watt panels, right?
Yeah.
We do that all day long. On the Solistic side, you don't need it.
Yeah.
All you need is a 38-watt. And you say, wait a minute. You're losing 1,000 lumens here.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. But on the other side, I can see better
Yeah.
at 38, which is roughly around 4,100 lumens instead of 5,000 lumens. I can literally see better. Is that weird? So think about this. Now, this is getting weird. Number one, we literally make people can see better.
Yep.
But we're able to accomplish two things. Not just people see better, and all of a sudden, remember, we're talking about 46-watt panels. Remember, we're talking about 4 tubes times 30 watt. Remember that?
Yeah.
120 watt, right? And then we said for the regular panels, we're talking about 46, right? And we end up saving 74 watt.
Yeah.
Remember that one? All of a sudden, when you're using Solistic, okay, all of a sudden you have a 120 watt here, you're only using 38 watt.
Yeah.
Guess what? You save, oh my God, okay, 82 watt. Not just you provide better lights, actual monthly operating costs dropped at the same time. Right?
Yeah.
Guys, this is why we, every time when you have a new technology, it's difficult to push. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay? But this technology is being so obvious. Okay? If those people selling blue blocking glasses so successfully, right? People
Must be
wearing
an issue.
Must be issue. Am I right?
Yeah, we're not the ones that created the issue. We're just solving the
We
issue.
just solve the issue. We don't create an issue, okay?
Yeah.
And we create an issue in such a positive way versus somebody just try to block it. We
Right.
say, why do you have to block it? What if I have no peak in it?
Right.
You don't have to block anything. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just a better light source.
So in my opinion, the guy selling blue blocking glasses coming such a negative approach. We coming positive approach because our light source does not have that. It's a true healthy light.
Yeah.
That's why I get very excited. So today, if based on what we're just talking about right now, the commercial downlights, let's start with that, right?
Yeah.
Next month, we're releasing the full spectrum.
Yeah.
No, we're releasing the Solistic, okay, CI97
Yeah,
high.
because Solistic is a chip technology.
Right.
We could put it in any.
We put it any place we want. We put that into
Yeah.
the cans. We commercial. We'll put it into the panels. We're releasing that. We'll bring the panels in. Okay. We put it into the light bulbs. We put it into the GA tubes. We put it into
Yeah.
all of them.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, the cost could be a little bit high, but it's worth it. Okay. Just like white people pay $29.99 to buy a pair of glasses, right?
Yeah.
That's a cost too. We say you don't have to spend $29.99. You
Yeah.
just spend a little bit more on the regular lighting devices. So that's why I feel this is very, very good. So really, I think assisted livings, elder facilities, really give us a challenge to start with to our lighting companies like us. Okay. First of all, how do you get them the best savings? Because at a 43 operating cost on the utilities,
Yeah.
that's way too high. That's way, way, way too high. Yeah. Okay. Number two is based on that, not just we're able to give them maximum savings, we also give them far better light source. The Solistic is a major game changer in my opinion.
It's the 1-2 punch. We're doing it all.
Right. Okay. So long time ago, and people, I don't remember which people, somebody told me this, Alice, if you want to have a very great, successful, awesome product, that product, it will save people tremendous amount of money because we're energy saving. They said, no, it's not good enough. You have to make sure whatever that guy's saving you the most, the savings also able to cook the dinner for you.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna make their lives better. I mean, it's
No. What I'm saying is just for savings, it's not good enough. People want something else here. If the guy just not just give you the savings, even cook the dinner for you, yeah, everybody will give it a try, right?
Sounds good.
That's what we're doing right now. The Solistic is not just give you the best savings, all of a sudden give you new quality of the lights. Right. You see things different. You enjoy the lights. You feel comfortable. You feel eased. You're able to sleep well at night. Yeah. That's really awesome, in my opinion.
Then that'll translate into your worker stress too. Like
right. Okay. The last thing we're going to talk about is this. Again, remember your guys come out, the first thing was inside the assisted living is a 24/7. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we understand why, because sometimes when they get up the bed at night, they want to make sure they have lights out there. But you know what? The technology is so sophisticated today. Okay, we can make all the what we call the smart lighting. Okay, so right now we're pushing the smart lighting very, very hard. For instance, right now we're pushing the TCP Smart Box is a free box. So anybody who purchased the TCP panels, let's say, okay, if it's needed, we'll give people the smart box. You don't have to buy the smart box. We will give you the smart box free. Why? Because we want to join the TCP Smart Box. So TCP Smart Box is using the Bluetooth mesh. The Bluetooth mesh chips in this box. Actually, it's very simple. Okay, would you give me a so this is the, if you talk at panels, or later we show you a recess can. It's very simple. This is panel. We knock out one knockout here. We put this box into here. We snap in. Then you connect white to white, black to black. Then you need to have a 1 to 10 dimming in it, which is purple to purple and gray to gray. That's it. You're done. Okay. That means all of a sudden you converted that driver or that panel into a smart panel. Number one. For the same token, Jerry.
You can also do it to the commercial can. Get my hand on that. All right. So I have installed one on just a 4x4 junction box that we just had laying around, but it's really easy. It lets you control this commercial can, and then you can connect your can to your panel. Right. Any device, any commercial item from TCP.
Okay. And at the meantime, after being installed, let's say I have physically installed one unit here, okay, attached to this panel, and then Jerry downloaded TCP Smart Stuff, right? Yeah.
Do you want to show them?
Yes. Show them TCP Smart Stuff.
Alrighty, I'm just booting up my app here, so give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can go into that panel now that Ellis is holding, and I can turn it off. I can turn it back on. I can control the dimming anywhere in between. And here's where the really cool parts start. I can schedule when any of these events happen, and then I can link up to 100 of those smart boxes together.
Okay, in the meantime, you can also using the remote, right?
Yeah.
You can use the remote attached to it. You can turn on and off and dim and the program using the remote instead of using your phone. But that's not it. Let me show you little gadgets I have here. Okay. Okay, that little gadgets right here is, what is this?
So that is our smart box, our sensor that connects into our smart box, our SBS, smart box with sensor. And here you have passive infrared sensing technology, you have microwave motion sensing, you also have daylight harvesting. And you can switch, depending on the application in the room, between your passive infrared and your microwave based on this little switch on the side, because we know that different applications need different sensing technologies. Also, it's a very small unit, being only 1 finger length in width.
Okay, sounds good. And then Jerry put 1 unit together right there. So just imagine, okay, in the hallways, okay, anywhere hallways, you install those units over there, okay?
Yeah.
And then those units, you don't have to install for every single panel. So let's say every 4 panels you install 1. So you control the distance. Also, the microwave sensors are so sensitive, okay? I mean, it's not anybody make a move. Boom, it's on. That's how good it is.
Yeah.
It's so sensitive, okay?
You're talking about in the hallway right now?
So,
Yeah, so even in one in front of every single door in the hallway, that would be great.
right. Okay, that being said, my panel has no sensors. Let's say every other ones you put their sensor over there, okay?
Yeah.
Look,
Nope, I messed up. Hold on.
okay?
That's how sensitive it is. There you go. So we're controlling both panels with just mine. No, take it off. There you go.
I tell you, let me say this. Yes, it will happen. Some people get up in the middle of the night, but I would say quite often, let's say 12 o'clock in the midnight until 5 o'clock in the morning, the entire assisted living is very quiet. Everybody's sleeping. Okay. When that happens, just dim down. You don't have to turn it off. Just dim down to 50%, even that.
Right.
That will save even more money.
Yeah.
So you talk about savings, that's unlimited.
Oh, especially in the hallways.
Right,
Like,
hallway.
in the room, it'd be great because if the light
Sure.
came on at a dimmed level, that would be fantastic for someone staying in that room because it would be enough light to help get them to the bathroom,
Right,
but not necessarily to make them like blind because it's so intense and so bright.
right. So right now, Leslie, we have a program, right?
Oh, we do.
We give away the smart box.
So we're offering the smart box free to distributors as a part of our promo now for the end of the year. So if you don't know about it, reach out to your TCP sales representative for full details.
Right. This is a free. All you have to buy is that guy. Or you want the remote. That's it. Because the so-called free smart box is we give you the smart box. Make sure all your panels, all your cans is standby, ready to take all the signals. Right?
Yeah. You mean I don't have to buy a building control? I don't have to do anything fancy.
Nothing.
It's just it's really cool.
This is what I get so excited about. You know, we talk about those projects and this and that. I think sometimes we need to combine the whole thing together. I think each segment, last couple of days talked about utility, return on investment. Then today we picked the best saving examples, okay? So we just keep going like that to make sure, okay? All of us have to understand that saving is a big deal. If you have any opportunities there, I tell you, you can literally to study, by the way, you can study one of the assisted livings over there. You go over there, write down how many panels, how many this, and then you can still get into TCP, return on investment. You just do your homework. You say, oh, I have I counted, they have 120 panels, how much savings? I counted, they have 60 cans. They just add them together, right?
Yep.
Leslie, they can do separate step by step. It just add them together.
Yeah.
Because the TCP tool today already allow you to do all the calculations in a very accurate way.
Yep.
Woo! Leslie, please join us.
Oh, okay.
Right, I need your help every single time to make sure we finish the show, okay?
Finish strong.
Yeah,
I was trying to troubleshoot something for somebody on the line, so.
okay.
We're working on that for you, Jim. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to you sometime
Okay,
today.
sure, get back to you. Okay, so what do you think? I mean, the thought, the process, the logical way, why we connect the shows together, how the logically you arrange those shows, okay? You start with the utility, how you calculate investment. Then today we talk about what's the best
A great application.
A great application for that.
Well, and we did that did the utility and the ROI on purpose, but this one just kind of fell into our laps because we needed to do a repeat of this show so we could record it. So that worked out really, really well.
Yes, exactly.
But we really hope that you appreciated this. We're going to continue to kind of change our format here as we go through our Let's Talk Lighting series. We really want this to be an interactive educational session so people can learn more about not only TCP products, but different subsets within the lighting. How to light a building, what to do, where to go, tips and tools on how to make it faster, easier. And,
Sure.
and tomorrow, actually, we're going to talk about a case study
Yeah.
and an application that we retrofitted
Yeah.
that you don't probably even know about. So it's great. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the Cavs Legion layer lit by TCP. So that's
Yeah.
actually one of our facilities that we sponsor, and it's going to go
That's
into a
cool.
really
That's
cool
really
thing.
cool.
So that's tomorrow.
Right.
So and next
You mean
week,
Cavs?
mhm,
Wow.
Cleveland Cavaliers, yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
basketball.
That,
Mhm.
That's really cool.
It's
Right.
pretty neat.
It's really neat.
But in the meantime, next week we're going to be in the same format where we want it to really be an open dialogue. We're going to cover some different topics next week, and I'm really excited about some of those too. So
Right.
again, a mix of applications, a mix of tools and tricks, and then you'll also be receiving an email if you've been an attendee or a frequent attendee about if you'd be interested in, one, being a panelist on our show, or two, a topic that might be of interest that you'd like us to speak on. So we're going to be getting that out today, I think.
Or you want to talk about something, then we can support you. You can
Yeah,
become a
that-
host or hostess. Then we become your panels and challenge you and the things you want to talk about relate to the lighting.
We can do that.
We can do that too. Okay.
We're open to anything.
Right.
Because all we want to do is we want to talk about lighting with you in a conversation, or if you're camera shy and you just want us to jam around, we're cool with that too.
Yeah.
Give us some topics. We're happy to cover them. We're excited to cover them.
Absolutely.
So be on the lookout for that email coming your way to your inbox here today. So that'll help us kind of round out what we're going to do with October.
Yeah. Sounds really good.
It's really great.
Thank you for joining
So
us.
we do appreciate you joining us, and we hope that you join us tomorrow where we're going to talk about the Cavs Legion layer lit by TCP.
That's a really good case study.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. See you guys. See you tomorrow.